Yeah, I like back of the house because it's like, that's way back there.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. What was the first skit and character you played that you broke character on SNL while you were filming?
I would take Garth and Kat, like me and Kristen. We would like sing these songs, and then it was so stupid that we just started, me and Kristen just started laughing. So the way that sketch worked is like, I start singing a song and Kristen pretends to know all the words to it, which we came up with it because we used to do that in the hallways. I'm like, hey, remember that song? And so that, we just kept laughing all the time. And then in Californians, when we laugh, that's like, that was a very, Bill and I knew we were kind of going to leave the show, so we started to goof around a lot. And he purposefully tried to make me laugh. Purposefully. It was a very, like, he would do things off camera to just like try to get me down. If you ever want to do it at home, you know, like the mirror thing, the thing to think when you look in the mirror as a group, in your mind you gotta think, who am I?
I have one in the balcony.
Okay.
I was just wondering if you had any good, like, late night writers' room SNL stories or any random funny SNL story.
Like working at SNL, those nights go really long. You get there during the day, but you stay all night overnight, just writing. And it's just disgusting. Your body, the smells, your skin. But it's hard to like describe why this is. But I was writing something with Maya Rudolph one time, and I laughed so hard. I remember I was on the rug of my office. And I laughed so hard that I actually was scared that I was going to suffocate. I was actually scared that I wasn't going to be able to breathe in again. So, that's what I do. Let's do something down here. Hey, buddy.
Thank you. What shocked you the most about being... What shocked you the most about being on The Simpsons? And why was it like totally sold out, man?
That was a highlight for me being on The Simpsons. We've all grown up on that. That was crazy. I still can't believe it. And then Homer was there. He was like in the studio, like, you know, and that was my impression of Homer. I can't do it. But anyway, it was great. It was surreal. I still can't believe it happened. Hi guys. You want to come up here and do one? What's that?
Is there any rules that say you can't go back to Saturday Night Live? And would you consider it?
Everyone on Saturday Night Live goes back all the time. You see them pop up. It's enough, like, they host, they're in sketches. I left the show and I was still on like 3 times. You know, so that's a family that stays together. It just keeps going. And it's the 40th anniversary this year. Okay?
Hello.
Hi.
How do you define success, and do you see yourself as being successful?
I'm successful in that I'm very happy with my life. I think for everybody it's just different. People have all kinds of goals. But I don't know if it's like the healthiest thing to think that you've like gotten somewhere. I think it's kind of good to just keep going and having newer little goals. But for me, I can't talk for everybody else. Everyone has different, you know, for some people it's family. But for me, it's like I feel very happy that I get to play music and do comedy and to do Portlandia. It's like we're very fortunate. How about you? How do you define success?
I don't know, that's why I asked you. Thank you, though, that was awesome.
I don't know if it was awesome. I mean, you know, that's the best I could do. Okay.
Hi, Fred. You just an fan. Thanks for being here. probably seen every episode the past 25 years, so I've got 2 burning SNL questions I have to ask you. This past season, you and a couple of lovers came back into the kissing family. And about halfway through it, you just start cracking up. Like,
It's the stupidest thing. The reason it was so dumb.
What was it?
Bill did this thing. I don't know if it's even, you can see it on the show, but he repeated every line that I said. So he did like that character, you know, the kissing family, like he plays an older brother, and he just repeated every line I said. He knew that would make me crazy.
And then the second question, speaking of Bill, when he does Stefan, why does he crack up so much during Stefan?
Because some of those lines are new. They changed some of the lines on him, so he's seeing them for the first time. So a lot of that's by this comedian named John Mulaney. And he's got a sitcom coming out pretty soon on Fox, I believe. So John Mulaney's this brilliant writer, he knows language so well, so he knew how to get Bill. Let's do like, I don't know, let's do like 3 more. How does that sound? 3 sounds reasonable, right? You want a question? You want the last question, so we'll do 2, and then you get the last one. All right.
Back of the house?
Back of the house?
Hi.
Hello?
Oh, over here.
How do you know where I'm looking?
It looks like you're looking.
But I have glasses on.
I was just wondering how you met Carrie.
I was friends with Janet Weiss, the drummer, and I really loved Sleater King so much. And then around the early 2000s, they came to an SNL party and they met Carrie, and I swear, like, we was like instant best friends. It was this thing where I was like, that's my best friend. And we were like, and it happened. We were like close immediately. It's very, very strange. And I remember saying it to her at the time, I was like, isn't it weird? Like, we've got this like connection. And then it was just, you know, we started doing videos and then it turned into the show. So yeah, she's like my best friend ever. We went to this Emmy thing last night, and that's the fun of it, going with someone like that. It's like, there's so much insanity around, you know? That's the one Emmy thing, there's another Emmy thing next week, like the big crazy one. That's what happens in Hollywood, Los Angeles. No, you did your booing. You did your booing. Okay, 1 more and then you, right?
I have a question from the balcony.
Okay.
So
don't be upset. Alright.
What are your plans for the rest of the show?
The rest of the show, I'm going to do 1 more song, and then that's going to be it. Don't count that question? Alright. About this kid right here.
This might be a lot to ask of you. Okay, I've never spoken on a mic before. This might be a lot to ask of you, but I know you're on Bob's Burgers, correct? Do you think you could sing the song? Yes. You don't remember it? It's crazy. It's crazy, you gotta do it.
I wish I could. He wants me to sing a song from Bob's Burgers. It was made up on the spot. We goofed around so much. I'm sorry. No, another time. I'm so sorry. I appreciate you liked it. It was a goof around in the studio. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, you guys ready? You want to do one? Can you talk into this microphone? 2.
So my question is, has anyone asked you or challenged you to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge?
No.
You know that?
Oh, yes. No, I should give it a try.
I was going to bring a bucket of ice and do it here, but I respect the Castro Theater. So if we do it, if we challenge you, you'll have 24 hours to do it after we do it.
Yeah, but how do I get in touch with you? Okay.
I hereby challenge Fred Armisen and Gary Brownstein to Casper.
All right. You got it.
We'll do it. We'll film us.
So you'll do one.
We'll put it on YouTube.
Okay.
And
And
we'll challenge.
I'll email you, and then you take care of it.
All right.
All right.